hands on the heart, close your eyes. Now inhale into the hands. And exhale, soften the shoulders down the back. So that inhale, it's like you're drawing love, drawing energy out of the heart into the hands. That exhale, softly draw the shoulders down the back a little bit more. Now see if you can make this inhale last for 5, 4. Feel your whole body expanding outwards. Fill all the way up and hold. See if you can make the exhale just as long for 5, 4. Soften the shoulders, soften the face. Draw the belly in and up. Empty all the air and hold. Again, inhale for 5. Hold. Exhale for 5. So just keep this breathing going. We're just going to really let every breath today be an invitation to go inward, to be right here in this moment. And just notice if you're looking at any pose or any part of class as an obstacle. I've been noticing lately, been listening to Eckhart Tolle on repeat of A New Earth, and he talks about how we look at every event or even life itself every day as this obstacle or something separate from you, or what was the other word he used to describe it? Like a problem, like it's everything is like, and I'm like, oh, I don't do that. I'm pretty present. But then there I am doing the dishes thinking, once I'm done with the dishes, then I'm going to be really present, or I'm going to do this thing, or everything's going to be so much better once I'm done with this. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing it, right? I'm looking at the dishes as an obstacle to me being able to relax or have fun or do something better than the dishes. And I think if we're not careful, we kind of do that even just with life. We're just like, oh, once I get through this, instead of being in the moment and being one with the moment. And so just notice tonight in class, if we come into a pose that's not your favorite pose, and you're kind of anticipating what is next, and see if you can just use your inhale as an invitation to let that go and to go inward and fill your body all the way up with that breath, that sweet prana. I think sometimes when you have a really good attitude, you can trick yourself into thinking that it's okay. You're like, oh, I'm going to tackle this problem or this day. And because you have a good attitude about it, because you're excited to do it, you don't realize that you're still outside of the moment, looking at each task as a means to an end or to the next thing. So just notice if you have a tendency to do that, and see if you can use your breath to come right back to this moment. All right, inhale your arms up overhead, squeeze your palms together, lift your fingers a little bit higher. Exhale, turn and twist to the right. Inhale, lengthen the spine, the back of the neck, chin is parallel to the ground. Exhale, twist. Soften the shoulders down the back, empty all the way. One more breath. See if you can inhale for 5. As you press the sit bones down, find a little more length in the spine and hold. See if you can draw that exhale out for 5. Soften the shoulders down, twist a little deeper. This time, inhale back through center, squeeze the palms together, lift the fingers a little higher. Exhale, turn and twist to the left. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine, fill all the way up. Exhale, twist. See if you can make this one last for 5. Next inhale, come back through center, squeeze the palms together, lift the fingers high. And now sweep the right arm underneath the left. See if you can get your palms to touch. Draw the elbows out and up. Draw the shoulders down your back. Now drop your right ear over to the right shoulder. Soften your shoulders down the back. Keep reaching the elbows forward and lifting them up a little more. Each exhale, soften face, soften shoulders. Slowly let your head fall back and around, bringing the left ear to the left shoulder. Elbows out and up, shoulders down the back. Stay with that breath, that 5 count breath if you can. Drop your head back and then bring it back upright. Inhale, arms up, squeeze your palms together. Exhale, sweep the left arm under the right. See if you can get your palms to touch. If not, just grab whatever you can, yeah? Elbows out and up, shoulders down the back. Back of the neck long, slowly left ear, left shoulder. Notice your shoulders creeping up a little. Softly draw them back down. Slowly let your head fall back and around, right ear, right shoulder. Elbows out and up, shoulders soften down the back. Stay with this breath. Drop the head back and then bring it upright and release your arms. And now we're gonna just bring the feet flat on the ground. I'm trying to be back here. See if you can hear me here. Feet flat on the ground, hands back behind you. We'll come up to reverse tabletop, stacking the knees over the ankles and the shoulders over the wrists. If it's all right with your neck, drop the head back. Press into all 4 corners of the feet, press into the fingers and knuckles. Lift the hips, lift the heart, find your breath. Slowly come back down. And now we're going to hug the eyes in to touch the knees. Draw the shoulders down and back. Let your head be heavy. And we'll roll back onto the back. And we'll roll the whole length of the spine a couple times. Maybe your toes touch the ground behind your head. And you roll all the way to a seat a couple times. When you're ready, we're going to roll all the way up to a deep yogic squat. If you need to use your hands to get your booty off the ground, you can. Start to press your knees open, creating space to draw those thumbs in towards the heart. Sit bones rooting down heavy, crown lengthening up. Draw the shoulders back, let them melt down, and press the knees open. All right, interlace the fingers, release the index finger. Reach your arms forward, lift them up till they're parallel to the ground. Look down so the back of your neck is long. Squeeze your head with your arms. Turn your toes to face forward. Lift your booty to the same height as your knees. So your thighs are parallel to the ground. So your body is touching your legs because everything's on that same plane, parallel to the ground. Try to straighten the arms and squeeze the palms together and lengthen from your sit bones to your fingertips. Pull the belly in out of the way. Press into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach up out of the waist and drop it over to the right. Press down into all 4 corners of both feet. Inhale back through center. Reach up, fill up. Exhale, drop it to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Lower your hands down behind you. Interlace your fingers. Maybe you can glue the palms together back there. Draw the hands down, lift the heart, take a look up. Now press into the feet, engage your core, and start to hinge at the hips. If you need to bend the knees, you can. Come all the way down, shake the head a little bit, make sure it's heavy. Reach the arms forward, up overhead. Press down into the feet. Draw the belly in and up. Now lower your hands down to the ground and interlace your fingers with your palms face down. Inhale over to the right, come all the way up, press down into the feet, exhale, lower back down. Move with your breath now, inhale lifts us up, press into all 4 corners of both feet. Don't let your weight rock from one foot to the other. Stay with your breath. And this time stay up here. Step your right foot behind your left and drop your arms over to the left. Slowly come back to center and switch directions. Draw it over to the right. And inhale up to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. Stay up here. Step the left foot behind the right. Drop your arms over to the right. Slowly come back to center and lower your hands down by your sides. Now bring your feet either touching or hip width distance apart and really consciously place your feet. Set your foundation up. Press into the feet, lift up through the quads like you're drawing that earth energy up out of the floor into your body, all the way up to the crown. Now we're just going to shake the hands out really hard and fast, but still paying attention to your rooting to rise here. Still trying to keep that softness through your face and your shoulders. Staying with that deep, slow, rhythmic flow of air through the nose. Shake a little harder, a little faster. Try to make it feel rubbery here. Really getting that chi moving. One more deep, slow breath. And now step the feet as wide as the hips or even a little wider. And we're just going to kind of sway from side to side, letting your arms be like dead weight. Just letting them hit you where they fall. Maybe getting a little massage in the kidneys. See if you can stay with your breath. See if you can feel any little micro adjustments happening in your spine. Slowly come back to stillness in the center. Step your feet together. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Press down into the feet. Keep your core engaged to protect your back. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Find a nice long line of energy here. Feel your strength as you press your hands into the mat. Feel your quads lifting up off the knees, belly drawing in and up. See if you can find that external rotation of the upper arms to shine the heart forward, and that slight internal rotation of the lower arms. And now lower your knees, and walk your hands forward into puppy pose. So the hips stay stacked over the knees. If you can, the forehead comes to the ground. Maybe you want to roll out the ankles here. Maybe you want to come up with the fingertips, lifting the wrists up off the ground. Sometimes it feels good to kind of rock side to side in this one. Use this next inhale as that invitation to go inside. Paying attention to that subtle inner body. Slowly walk your hands back under your shoulders. For a few rounds of cat-cow, inhale, drop the belly low, shine the heart forward. Exhale, round it out. See if you can make that 5 count, inhale and exhale, and hold it at the top. See if you can start this move with the tailbone, tucking there first, and then feeling this ripple all the way up the spine so the chin is tucked and you're pressing the hands into the mat. And this one too, start at the base of the spine. Feel that wave-like motion coming over the spine. Next exhale, lift all the way up, downward facing dog. Take your time, fire up the core. Start to press into the hands. Lower back down to the knees. Inhale, drop the belly low, shine the heart forward. Keep your toes tucked. This exhale, go right back to downward facing dog. Take your time, that 5 count breath, sink into the heels. On the hold, lower the knees down. On the inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward, fill up, take one more sip. Exhale, press it up, downward facing dog, take your time. Hold the breath out, lower the knees down. Let that inhale move your body as you shine the heart forward, let it fill you up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to stay here, move around however you like in your first downward facing dog, maybe pedaling it out, maybe swaying the hips. Find your breath. And just notice whatever's going on in your head. And if you can't stop the mind from thinking about things, see if you can at least just put some space around it by taking a breath and just noticing what you're thinking about without any emotional attachment. All right, slowly walk your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, lift up halfway, and exhale to fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come all the way up. Find a little backward bend at the top. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Find that 5 count inhale as you press down into the feet and reach the arms up. Fill up. On that pause, lift the hands a little higher. Exhale, 5 counts, hinging the hips, pressing into the feet, lengthening all the way. Empty every last drop. Inhale, lift up halfway. Find that 5 count inhale. Find more length in the spine. Exhale, fold, walk the hands forward, plank pose. Find your strength here, stacking everything in place. Two more really deep, slow breaths here. Everything's fired up here, nothing's drooping, nothing hanging. Pressing everything away from the mat. Slowly lower the knees, and then the chest and the chin, leaving the booty in the air, taking a deep breath into the low back. A little back bend, maybe wagging the tail just a little bit feels good. And slowly flatten all the way down on top of the toes. Interlace your fingers back behind your sit bones, maybe your palms glue together. Reach the hands back and roll the shoulders back. Press into the feet and lift the heart up. Keep drawing the hands back to draw the shoulders back. Keep the back of the neck long. Press into the feet one more time. Inhale, lift the heart just a little bit more. And exhale, slowly lower down. Hands on your shoulders, curl the toes. Press up to plank pose. And lift up, downward facing dog. Settling into stillness here for 5 breaths. See if you can find that 5 count inhale and exhale. Okay, inhale, reach the right foot up high. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right shoulder. Step that right foot outside the right hand. Step the left foot outside the left hand. Find that deep yogic squat. Rooting into the sit bones, press the knees open, lengthen through the crown. Find your breath. Now plant the right hand down, kind of snuggling that right forearm under the shin there. Place the right hand all the way down flat. And roll the left arm up and gaze up at that left hand. Keep sinking into the sit bones like they're heavy and lifting through the heart like it's light. Softly draw the shoulders out of the ear and twist open. Slowly come back to center. Hooking that left forearm under the shin, planting that hand down firm. Roll the right arm up. Shift the gaze up at that hand. Sink into the sit bones, soften the shoulders, roll it open. And slowly come back down. Interlace your fingers, release your index finger, glue your palms. Reach your hands forward, straighten the arms, parallel to the ground, look down. Squeeze your head so the back of your neck is parallel to the ground. Turn your toes forward. Knees are stacked over ankles. Lift your booty to the same height as your knees. Upper body touching, lower body, belly drawing in, out of the way. Find a little more length from your sit bones to your fingertips. Squeeze your palms together, try to straighten the arms, find a little more space. Press into the feet, come all the way up to standing and drop it over to the right. Press down into the feet. Inhale back to center. Exhale, drop it to the left. Try to straighten your arms and glue your palms. Inhale back to center, fill up, find a little more length. Exhale, drop to the right and you'll hold here. See if you can straighten the arms and squeeze the head. Imagine there's an apple between your chin and your chest. And notice your feet. Are you rocking the weight to one part of your foot or to one foot? Press down to both feet evenly. Sink in one more time. Inhale back up to center, lengthen up. Exhale, drop it to the left. Pressing your hips out to the right. Sink a little more weight into the heels. Try to roll that right elbow back just a touch to open the heart. Keeping the hips and shoulders facing forward. Straighten the arms, glue the palms. Slowly come back to center. Drop your head back. Shake it out a little bit. We're going to bend backwards. So press the feet down, press the hips forward, lift the heart up, and reach back through the fingers. Why is it time for shoulders in the show? All right, slowly come up. Inhale, reach up out of the waist. Press into the feet, come back down so the thighs are parallel to the ground. Back of the neck, arms, everything parallel to the ground. And now reach your fingers down towards the ground, lift your hips, try to straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees, reach the arms forward, everything parallel to the ground. Inhale, point those fingers into the ground, lift those sit bones up and back, draw the shoulders out of the ears. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, reach forward. Now release the hands, one more time, and straighten the legs. And now we'll shoot the right foot up into standing splits. Try to keep your hips in line. So it might be easiest if you keep that foot flexed and those toes pointing to the ground. If you'd rather point your toes, you can, but just keep dropping that to keep it in line. Your right thigh is basically almost touching your left thigh if your hips are truly in line. Your head is heavy, your breath is deep. Feel that left hip lifting up and the right hip lowering down. Slowly step back to crescent lunge. Stack your knee over ankle, shoulders over hips. Now sink in a little bit. Get those hips facing forward, drawing that left hip back and right hip forward. Draw that low belly in and out. Reach up out of the waist, feel the heart lifting. If you can, you'll squeeze the palms together and gaze at the thumbs. Find your breath. Use your exhale to soften the shoulders down the back. Now keep your heart lifted as you bend the elbows and draw them back behind you, trying to touch them together back there, opening the heart. Inhale, straight legs, straight arms, reach up, fill up, look up. Exhale, make sure that left knee's pointing straight forward, but left hip still drawing back into the socket. Find that 5 count inhale, take your time. Lift the left butt up off the knee, lift the heart. Exhale, keep the heart lifted. Soften face, soften shoulders, empty all the air. And now interlace those fingers back behind your sit bones. Maybe the palms glue together. Draw the hands down, lift the heart, take a look up. Keep pressing the left knee forward as you drop the head inside that left knee. Keep pressing the right heel back. Let your head be heavy. Let your breath be deep. Now slowly lower the hands to the ground and walk it over to the right, coming to a wide leg forward fold. Inhale to lift up halfways, and exhale to fold. Put a little bend in your knees, bring your hands to your hips, and slowly come up to standing. All right, now turn your toes all the way out if you can. Try to stack your knees right over your ankles. You might need to help those knees open, to open the hips here. Press them back. And now we're going to bring your thumbs inside the knees here. We're going to drop the right shoulder towards the left knee. Keep pressing both knees out towards opposite ends of the mat, sinking in a little deeper. Stay with your breath. Slowly come back to center and left shoulder towards right knee. Slowly come back up. Now turn your toes to face forward, to face the long edge of the mat. And turn your right toes towards the back of the mat. Okay, so your left hip, you're still trying to keep facing this long edge, but the right hip is opened up to face the front of the mat. Yeah? Shift the hips back manually if you like. Get a sense like you're tucking that right hip underneath the left, like you're going to stack them. You're scooping them forward a little bit, but at the same time, you're kind of drawing that left hip back. And now we'll come into triangle pose, reaching your right arm down, maybe just to the shin, maybe to a block or to the floor, but you want both sides of the waist to stay long here. If either side of the waist feels crunched up, you've come a little too far. Roll that left arm up to stack the shoulders, gaze up at that left hand. Roll that left shoulder back, twist the heart up towards the ceiling. Press down into the feet, lift the quads up off the knees, draw the belly in and up, find your breath. Stay with it, that 5-count breath. Now we'll come up to reverse triangle, bend the right knee deeply, make sure it points straight forward. Right arm comes up and over, maybe left hand slides around. And slowly come back to center. Turn your toes to face that long edge. Now turn your left toes towards the front of your mat. So that hip is open. Right hip still pointing to the long edge, yeah? Try to stack the hips. We're shifting the hips back and try to stack the hips, scooping them forward, but rolling that right hip back. And then lengthen the left side and lower down as far as you can without losing this length. Reach the right arm up, gaze up at it. Press down to all 4 corners of the feet. Lift the quads up, pull the belly in. All the things, right? Reach the right hand up a little higher, roll that right shoulder back. On an inhale, we'll reverse it. Left knee actually doesn't bend on reverse triangle, right? I told you to bend it last time. And slowly come back up to center. And now we'll turn the toes slightly in towards each other. All right? And now we'll interlace the fingers behind you, maybe palms glue together. Draw the hands down, lift the heart, look up. Press into the feet, keep the quads lifting, engage your core. If you need to bend the knees, you can. Hinge forward, shake the head a little bit. Reach the arms up and overhead towards the long edge of the mat. Use the exhale to soften through the face, soften through the shoulders. Lower your hands down to the ground and walk them back behind you, fingers pointing back away from you. Now rock a little weight to the balls of the feet and try to pull your head down towards the ground. So you can lift the sit bones up and back, lifting the quads up off the knees. Find your breath. Slowly come back to center, a little bend in the knees, hands to your hips, slowly come up. Turn your left toes to face forward. Come back into that crescent lunge. Slowly lower your right knee all the way down to the ground, untuck your toes. Lower your hands down to frame the floor. Draw the toes back towards the face like half splits. Or maybe you slide that left heel out away from you and work towards full splits a little bit here. Keep pulling that left hip back, drawing the toes back towards the nose. Keep your heart lifted here like up dog. You can let your head become heavy if you want to, but keep your spine nice and long. Slowly lower the left foot down. Shoot the right foot up high like standing splits. And then plant your hands and hop back chaturanga. Maybe just 1 inch at a time, maybe one big hop. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. I'm skipping chaturangas because I still have a weird shoulder thing going on. Stay with your breath. Shift your gaze up between your hands, bend your knees, hop up to that deep yogic squat at the top of the mat. Find a little more space here. Sit bones rooting down heavy. Now maybe you want to find a bind here and put your thumb at the ground, put your palm face back and reach around here. Sometimes to get a hold, I have to lift my booty up a little bit, cheat a little bit, and then get that interlock and then lower my booty back down. Keep rolling your shoulders at the ears softly. Stay with your breath. And slowly release, other side. So thumb face down, palm face back, reach it around. Maybe booty has to lift up to get a hold. And then sink it back down. And release, come back to center. Lift the hips like forward fold. Inhale, shoot the left foot up high like standing splits. Keep your hips in line, keep your head heavy. So right hip lifting, left hip lowering, toes pointed or flexed. Slowly step it back, crescent lunge, knee over ankle, shoulders over hips. Sink in, draw that right hip back. Reach up out of the waist. Use the inhale to find a little more length, a little more space in your body. Use that exhale to let something go, softening through the face, softening through the shoulders. Now keep your heart lifted. Exhale, draw your elbows back behind you. Inhale, straight legs, straight arms. Savor this breath. Make it last. Make sure that right knee points straight forward, stacking it over the ankle, drawing that right hip back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Interlace the fingers back behind you. Maybe the palms glue. Find a little backward bend, pressing the right knee forward. Now drop your head inside that knee. Reach the arms up and overhead. Shake your head a little bit. Make sure it's heavy. Draw the shoulders out of the ears. Find your breath. And now drag your body over to the left. Coming to that wide leg forward fold again. Lower your hands down to the ground. Now turn your toes in slightly towards each other. Reach around and grab the outside edge of your feet, stepping on all 10 fingers all the way to the crease in the wrist. All right, now pull your head down towards the floor. Pull your shoulders up out of the ears. Tip a little weight to the balls of the feet to lift those sit bones up and back. On that 5 count, inhale. An invitation to go inward, a little deeper, for a little bit longer. And that exhale to soften something, letting something go. Walk your hands back to center. Turn your fingers back away from you and walk them back again. Pulling your head down towards the ground, tipping your weight into the balls of the feet. Try to lift the sit bones up and back. Try to lift the quads above the knees to straighten the legs. Bring your hands to your hips and slowly come back up. Turn your left toes, turn your right toes to face that front of the mat. Come into that crescent lunge, reach up out of the waist. Lower your hands down, shoot the left foot high like standing. Now slowly lower all the way down. Left knee lowers down to the ground, yeah? Then the hands lower down to frame the foot. Toes draw back like half splits, or maybe working towards full splits here. One more deep, slow breath. Lower your right foot down, shoot the left foot up high like standing splits. Hop it back, chop it, but maybe just 1 inch at a time, meeting back and downward facing dog. Good job, guys. Inhale, roll it forward into plank pose. Find your strength here. Roll to the outside edge of your right foot. Reach the left arm up, side plank. Press your right hand down to the mat. Lift your hips a little higher. Find your breath. Step your left foot back behind you. Flip it over wildly. Press into the feet to lift the hips. Relax your head and your neck. Reach through the fingertips. Slowly come back to plank. And now walk your feet back to lower the elbows down. So now your shoulders are stacked right over your elbows. Your fingers still look just like they're in down dog. Fingers spread wide. Find that nice long line of bend through your spine, the back of your neck. Roll your shoulders back out of your ears. Find your breath. Lift the quads up. Draw the belly in and up. Now start to shift forward and back. And now slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Keep the shoulders stacked over the elbows. Now pull the belly button forward. Pull the heart forward. Roll the shoulders back. So use your hands and your forearms one more time to pull the belly button forward and then the heart forward. Relax your lower body. You're not pressing into the feet. Now slowly gaze over the right shoulder. Maybe even past it all the way back to the feet. Maybe even past the feet. Take a deep breath here. Slowly come back to center and gaze out over the left shoulder. Move slowly as you go past the shoulder, gazing out past the feet. Take a deep breath here. Slowly come back to center. Curl the toes under, press it up to plank pose, and lift it up to downward facing dog. Bend your knees, shift your gaze up. We're going to hop up to that deep yogic squat at the top of the mat and sink in. Now you can stay here, or you can find a twist or a bind, or you can try an arm balance. If you're going to try the arm balance, your hands look just like down dog, fingers spread wide, hands shoulder distance apart. And now you're going to press the knees out. At the same time, you're squeezing the elbows with the knees to keep your legs in place as you try to lift the toes up off the ground. Or maybe just one. Maybe just one foot lifts up off the ground. See if you can balance there. All right, you look just a little bit in front of your mat on the floor. If you get your feet lifted, try to draw them in and up a little more by engaging the core, retracting that landing gear a little bit. Stay with your breath. And maybe from here you drop into a headstand. In about 1 minute, we'll all meet back in child's pose. Take your time. Maybe from your headstand, you drop back into that arm balance. Maybe from there, you shoot it back like chaturanga. Good. All right, when you're ready, we'll come into that child's pose. Maybe you lift your wrists up off the ground, coming up on tented fingers to really open the shoulders here. Find that 5 count breath. Maybe you can find that 6 count breath. And then we'll slide out onto the belly. Reach your arms out to the sides like airplane wings, palms facing down. Zip your legs together, toes and heels squeeze together, knees and thighs squeeze together. Inhale, lift everything up off the ground. Squeeze the legs together, reach back through the toes, lengthen out and lift a little higher. Draw the arms back a little more, lift a little higher, lift the heart one more time. And now bend the knees and try to grab the ankles from the outside. Try not to let your knees splay out. Try to keep them in line with your hips. Roll the shoulders back and then kick into the hands. Maybe you can start to look up a little bit, but don't let the back of your neck get all crunched up. Try to keep a little length back there. Maybe you can come up so just your hip bones are on the ground and you're rocking forward and back. And slowly release. Bring your right arm straight out to the side, palm face down. Press your right ear down into the mat. Press your left hand into the mat right in front of your face. Left elbow point straight up to the ceiling. All right, now roll onto your right side, bringing that left foot flat on the ground, somewhere behind that knee. Opening that right shoulder. Find your breath. Stay with it. If you don't feel this a lot, reach your left hand straight up towards the ceiling. Or maybe you tuck it back behind your back or reach it out with that right hand, trying to interlace fingers. extend the left arm all the way out, perpendicular, palm down, left ear down, right palm to the mat, front of the face, right elbow point straight up. Roll to the outside of the left hip. As you place that right foot flat on the ground behind you, roll to your right now. And use your breath. Make something happen here with your breath. Inhale right to that spot where you feel it the most and feel it all the way up and hold. Draw the exhale out as long as you can. Feel some of that tension leaving your body as you soften something. Slowly roll back onto the belly. Bring the left arm back to the right side. Now slowly come up to kneeling. Coming to standing on the knees. So your knees are as wide as your hips. Now bring your hands to your low back. If you want, you can turn your fingers to point up. Draw your elbows back a little further behind you, a little closer together. Root down to the knees and the shins, even if they're not touching the ground. Imagine pressing the shins into the ground here. Press the hips forward. Lift the heart up and act like you're going up and over something. Like there's a limbo bar right behind your shoulder blades. Try to go up and over it. Press the hips forward more. Maybe you can drop the head back here. Maybe you can reach back and grab the heels, or maybe you grab one heel. If you're grabbing one heel, reach the other arm up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing the hips forward. And maybe you switch and try to grab that other heel now. Keep pressing the hips forward and lifting the heart up. Stay with your breath. Slowly come back up. Now we're just going to sit onto the left hip and bring the right foot flat on the ground outside the left knee. All right? So with that left ankle's in your waist, slide it out a little bit so you can get that right glute down. All right, we're going to turn and twist to the right. Planting the right hand at the base of the spine to lengthen. Reach the left hand up. Now turn and twist to the right to lift that elbow outside the knee. Gaze out over the right shoulder. Pull that right shoulder back more. Twist your spine open. Inhale, lengthen for 5. Hold it at the top. Make the exhale just as long as you soften the shoulders, soften the face, empty all the air and twist a little bit deeper. One more breath, make it last. Slowly come back to your center. We're going to try to stack the right knee on top of the left here. It's okay if there's space there. You're trying to get them stacked here. You might need to walk that left foot out away from you a little more again. And this might be enough, just staying right here, maybe massaging your feet a little bit. Or you might want to start to fold it forward, letting your head get heavy. Stay with your breath. If it's helpful, continue counting it out, seeing how long you can make that inhale, and then making the exhale just as long. See if you can take that inhale right to that spot where you feel this the most and fill it all the way up, and then a little bit more. On that exhale, see if you can let some of that tension go. Slowly come back upright. Now we're going to switch to the other side. If you want to, you can press into the hands and slowly come up and just do a little spin move. And then you should have the left foot flat on the ground, outside the right knee. However you want to get there is just fine. Now the right heel might need to slide out a little to get the left glute down. We'll turn to the left, Planting the left hand at the base of the spine to lengthen, reach the right arm up. Put the elbow outside the knee for leverage and twist your spine open, bring it out. Draw that left shoulder back more, gaze out over it. Inhale, lengthen for 5. Chin is parallel to the ground. Find more length in your spine in the back of your neck and hold at the top. Exhale for 5. Soften the shoulders, soften the face, deepen your twist. One more breath, make it count. Slowly come back to center. We're going to stack the knees. Maybe giving yourself that little foot massage here. Or maybe starting to fold it forward. See if you can let go of any of that tension in your left hip or glute. Use your breath. Slowly come back up. Unwind the legs. Bring your feet flat on the ground. I'll come into a boat pose. Maybe you're holding the back of your thighs right behind the knees, or maybe you're straightening the arms and the legs. Pull the belly in, lift the heart up, and reach the fingers towards the toes. Reach the toes back towards the face a little bit. Actually, you're kind of reaching the balls of the feet out away from you. Squeeze the legs together. Find your breath, find your strength. Slowly lengthen to a hover. Keep hugging everything into center line. Reaching out to the balls of the feet. Keep looking down at the feet. Reach the fingers towards the feet. Pull your belly in. And slowly release all the way down to the ground. Hug your knees into your chest. Now see if you can grab your elbows around your knees here. And pull your knees in towards your chest. Pull your shoulders down into the mat. And then imagine you're going to try to place your feet flat on the ground. Like you're going to roll them down till they're flat on the ground, and see how that gets your lower vertebrae and your butt down on the ground. Chevy thinks I've completely lost my mind. It's so funny. He's just like, what is happening here? There's nobody here. I think he only likes yoga when you guys are here, actually. He didn't even want to come in here. He's like, what? There's nobody here. Okay, now we're going to let the left leg go along with the mat. Interlace your fingers around your right knee and hug it in towards the right armpit. Hug your elbows in against your body. Tuck your chin a little bit. Pull your shoulders into the body and squeeze that knee into the armpit. Keep the left leg activated, flexing the toes back towards the face, reaching out to that heel, maybe even lifting it off the ground just a little bit. Stay for one more breath. Now we're going to find a half happy baby. So turn the sole of that right foot towards the ceiling, grab the outside edge of the foot, pull that foot straight down towards the knee, towards the armpit. Try to pull the shoulders down, tuck the chin, keep the left foot engaged, keep the left hip grounded. If that left hip's trying to come up, you can use the left hand to help ground it here. Maybe you want to put your peace sign fingers around your big toes, straighten that right leg out to the right. And slowly release, let that right leg go long. Hug that left knee in, interlace your fingers, hug it in towards the left armpit, so outside of the body. Kick out to that right heel, draw the toes back towards the face, hug the body with the elbows, tuck the chin, find your breath. Find that half happy baby, turn the sole of that left foot up towards the ceiling, drawing that knee straight down towards the ground. Try to ground the shoulders. Keep the neck long and straight, tucking the chin. Kick out through the right heel. Maybe you grab onto that big toe and straighten that leg out. Slowly come back to center, hug your knees into your chest, hug your forehead in to touch your knees, squeeze everything into the tightest little ball. Now if there's any one last pose your body's craving, feel free to do it now. Maybe you want to roll back into a plow pose or find a happy baby. In a couple breaths, we'll all meet back in Shavasana, coming to our final pose, corpse pose. If you want to dim your lights or put something over your face, you can. If it's chilly at all where you are, maybe grabbing a blanket or covering up with something. So I don't know about you guys, but I've just been in this time and space. For some reason, all the cliches, all our little yoga sayings have just been so prevalent and so helpful. Just really taking some time to slow down and really trying to just be grateful for this opportunity. You know, it might be the only time in our lives. Well, hopefully it's the only time like this in our lives, but it might be the only time that you get permission to just fully slow down. And maybe there's times or days where you can refrain from even looking at a clock or your phone for hours. And notice how that'll help you to stay in the moment. Not always looking for the next thing or planning the next move. The cliche I've been digging on lately is that we are human beings, not human doings. It's funny, I think you have to hear all those things like 10,000 times, and then one day you're just like, oh, right. 'Cause it's like, it's great to say, and everybody gets the gist of it, but really to think about that, like we think we need to be constantly doing something. And our whole lives are based around that. And our busyness keeps us from really asking the important questions or going inward or finding out who we really are or what we really like. Maybe in this time you're realizing that you don't love everything about your life or your home or your partner. That's why I'm back in Reno. Just for a minute, I think. But just trying to be grateful even for this time in this space and getting to slow down a little bit and trying to really use it as an opportunity to be present with whatever you're doing and to try to bring a little more joy into each moment instead of waiting for that thing that brings you joy to happen or to come along later in the day or later in the week. Just deciding that this is the moment you've been waiting for and seeing if you can use that inhale as an invitation to go a little bit deeper and stay there a little bit longer, like you're not in a hurry to finish this breath or this thing you're doing, the dishes. Now we let go of controlling the breath. See if you can imagine that you are being breathed here by consciousness. No effort at all, just watching it happen. Consciousness becoming aware of itself. Invite a deeper breath back into the body. Invite movement back into your fingers, into your toes. And invite yourself to stay in this place of calm. Maybe for the rest of the evening, you can stay in this space, just slowing down, making each breath last as long as you can. When you're ready, we'll slowly roll onto the right side. So when you breathe deep, you're sending a message to your body and all of your cells that everything is okay. That you don't need any resources allocated to send blood or energy to your feet. You're not in fight or flight. You're not afraid for your life. And just by taking that deep breath, you let every system in your body, every cell in your body know that it is okay. Slowly come back up to a seat. Finding that nice tall spine. Bring your hands to your heart. Let the head bow to the wisdom of the heart. Close your eyes. And we'll end with the eternal sound of Om. Empty your lungs. Inhale, fill all the way up. Lift your thumbs to that space above the eyebrows. Take a moment to thank yourself for coming. May all beings everywhere be free from pain and suffering. May our thoughts and actions contribute to that. Namaste. They still get really excited at the end. That's cute. That's cute. Okay.